Your brain is shrinking, your memory is fading, and your ability to focus is disappearing. Not because you're getting old, but because of 7 things you do every single day without thinking twice. And the worst part is, you have no idea it's happening because brain damage doesn't hurt. You just slowly become a duller, foggier, less capable version of yourself. By the time you notice, years of damage have already piled up. Hey everyone, welcome back to Health Decoded. Today we're talking about 7 daily habits that are quietly destroying your brain. And I guarantee you're doing at least 3 of them right now. These aren't obvious things like drug use or head injuries. These are normal everyday habits that millions of people do while thinking they're harmless. Let's start with the first one. And this is probably the most damaging habit on this list: not getting enough quality sleep. I know, you've heard this before, but listen to what's actually happening in your brain when you don't sleep enough. While you sleep, your brain has a cleaning system called the glymphatic system. It's like a washing machine for your brain. It flushes out toxic waste products that build up during the day, including a protein called beta amyloid. Beta amyloid is the same protein that clumps together in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease. When you don't get deep sleep, this cleaning system doesn't work properly. The toxic proteins stay in your brain and start causing damage. One night of bad sleep isn't the problem. It's years of sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night, or sleeping poorly with constant interruptions. You're essentially letting garbage pile up in your brain for years. This leads to memory problems, difficulty concentrating, and increased risk of dementia decades later. You need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every single night. Not just lying in bed scrolling, actual deep restorative sleep. Your brain literally cannot function long-term without it. Second habit is sitting all day without moving. When you sit 4 hours without getting up, blood flow to your brain decreases. Your brain needs constant oxygen and nutrients delivered through blood. Less blood flow means your brain cells aren't getting what they need to stay healthy. Studies show that people who sit for most of the day have thinner brain tissue in areas responsible for memory. Even if they exercise for an hour at the gym, it is not enough to work out once a day if you sit motionless for the other 15 hours. Your brain needs consistent movement throughout the day. Stand up and walk around for 2 to 3 minutes every 30 to 45 minutes. This keeps blood flowing to your brain and actually improves cognitive function immediately. You'll think clearer, remember better, and focus longer just by moving regularly. Third habit is eating a diet high in processed foods and sugar. Your brain is made mostly of fat and uses a ton of energy. It needs high quality fuel to function properly. When you eat processed foods, refined carbs, and lots of sugar, you're essentially feeding your brain junk fuel. This causes inflammation in the brain. Chronic inflammation damages brain cells, shrinks certain brain regions, and interferes with the creation of new brain cells. Yes, your brain makes new cells throughout your life, but only if you give it the right conditions. High sugar diets are especially bad because they cause insulin resistance. When your brain becomes insulin resistant, it can't use glucose for energy properly. Some researchers even call Alzheimer's disease type 3 diabetes because of this connection. You don't need a perfect diet, but you need to eat mostly whole foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, fish, nuts, eggs, things that existed 100 years ago. The more processed food you eat, the faster your brain ages. Fourth habit is chronic stress without relief. Stress isn't just uncomfortable, it's toxic to your brain. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Short bursts of cortisol are fine and normal. But when you're stressed all day, every day, for months or years, cortisol stays elevated constantly. High cortisol literally shrinks your hippocampus, which is the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. It also damages the connections between brain cells. People with chronic stress have measurably smaller brains on imaging scans. They also have worse memory, difficulty concentrating, and higher risk of depression and anxiety. You can't eliminate all stress from your life, but you need daily practices to release it. Exercise, meditation, deep breathing, time in nature, talking to friends, anything that genuinely helps you decompress. This isn't optional self-care. It's essential brain protection. Fifth habit is spending too much time in loud environments without protection. This one surprises people. You might think hearing loss is just about your ears, but it's actually about your brain. When you lose hearing from loud noise exposure, your brain has to work much harder to process sound. This extra effort drains cognitive resources and accelerates brain aging. Studies show that hearing loss is one of the biggest risk factors for dementia. People with untreated hearing loss develop dementia much earlier than people with normal hearing. If you work in loud environments, go to concerts, use power tools, or even listen to music too loud through headphones, you're damaging your hearing and your brain. Use a protection in loud places. Keep your headphone volume at 60% or lower. If people around you can hear your music through your headphones, it's too loud. Protecting your hearing now protects your brain for decades. Sixth habit is multitasking constantly. Your brain cannot actually do two things at once. What you think is multitasking is really task switching. Your brain rapidly jumps back and forth between tasks. Every time you switch, there's a cognitive cost. Your brain has to reorient, remember where you were, and refocus. This burns through mental energy incredibly fast and creates stress. When you multitask constantly, checking your phone while working, listening to podcasts while reading, watching TV while eating, your brain never gets to focus deeply on anything. Deep focus is what strengthens neural connections and builds cognitive reserve. Without it, your brain becomes weaker at concentrating and remembering. You train yourself to have a short attention span. Try single tasking instead. Do one thing at a time and give it your full attention for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Turn off notifications. Close extra tabs. Just do the one thing. Your brain will become stronger and sharper over time. Seventh habit is social isolation. Your brain is wired for social connection. When you spend too much time alone, your brain actually changes in harmful ways. Social interaction stimulates multiple parts of your brain at once. You have to read facial expressions, interpret tone, remember context, respond appropriately, all while processing complex emotions. This is an incredible workout for your brain. People who are socially isolated have faster cognitive decline, higher rates of dementia, and literally die younger. Loneliness is as dangerous for your brain as smoking. You don't need to be super social or have tons of friends, but you need regular meaningful interaction with other humans. Call family, meet a friend for coffee, join a group, volunteer, anything that gets you connecting with people face to face regularly. Your brain needs this to stay healthy. Now here's what you need to understand. These 7 habits don't damage your brain immediately. You won't notice anything wrong today or next week. That's what makes them so dangerous. The damage accumulates slowly over years and decades. By the time you notice memory problems or difficulty focusing, significant damage has already happened. The good news is your brain is incredibly resilient. If you stop these harmful habits and replace them with healthy ones, your brain can heal and even grow stronger. It's never too late to start protecting your brain. Pick 2 or 3 of these habits to work on this month. Get serious about sleep. Move throughout the day. Eat more whole foods. Manage your stress. Protect your hearing. Focus deeply. Stay socially connected. These aren't complicated or expensive changes. They be simple daily choices that will determine what your brain looks like 20 or 30 years from now. You only get one brain. It's worth protecting. Thanks for watching Health Decoded. If this made you rethink your daily habits, hit that subscribe button and share this with someone you care about. Drop a comment telling me which habit you're going to change first. I'll see you in the next video. And take care of your brain.